Okay, so this is part 7 of my FSS converting modding tutorials. Today what I'm going to do is the what I call type 0. That's not official anyway. It's just the way I'm calling them. My type 0 or 16 segment display solid state displays. In Elvira, there's two by 16 arrays of 16 segment displays, and in F14 Tomcat, I'm putting these two together. I'm going to try to do this really fast if I don't get too many issues. In F14 Tomcat, it's actually a mixed display. It's actually on the top, it's those 16 segments, and on the bottom is 7 segments. So in this particular case, I'm just going to go cut it and paste it from somewhere else, because otherwise you have to rebuild it, and that's a waste of time, considering I've already done that work. So I'm going to get it from Space Station. So I'm just going to start working on this right now while I talk. And hopefully, since I'm doing 2 tables, I hope VP doesn't crash. Edit, paste, because that can happen. I've already done this video and I was having issues. It wasn't working. And so I had to stop the video because I couldn't figure out why the LED display was not working, and it's just depth bias. It was a depth bias issue, which I don't run into often, but of course I had to run into it today. I don't have all the elements selected, I don't think. There we go. Oops. Wrong way. And as you can see, like I've been saying, unfortunately I cannot scale these properly. Global scaling has been removed from VP as of 10.3 for local scaling by request, and so that prevents me from properly scaling these LED displays. So when that gets fixed, or when it returns to Visual Pinball, then I'm going to fix them. So I'm probably going to stop making solid state display tables. Unfortunately, that's all that's left. That and EM. There's very few DMD DMD tables to do. So I'm going to just stop making these SS display types. I'm making F14 Tomcat because it's fun, and it's only just because of the tutorials and so on and so forth. So I'll tolerate the displays being off. Okay, so there's that, and like I said, so when that returns, I will I'll start again doing solid state display type tables to FSS, but otherwise I'm probably going to just stop, because otherwise I would have to redistribute. It's not redoing the work that's the issue. It's because the work has to be done. It's the re-uploading and the hassle for people who like FSS to reinstall the table. So I'm just not gonna bother. Anyway, so you go into your code, and I'm actually keeping a Space Station open, because I'm gonna actually go grab a chunk of code from there, all the declarations. So I opened up the script for F14 Tomcat, go down to, I've already added all the GI day and night, all that. Everything's added except this code for the 7 and 16 segment displays. So I'm going to paste that here from my VBA code sheet. So I grab all the code. Well, not all the code. I don't grab the declarations. I just grab the code from the basic FSS type 0. That only the center digits function, not the subroutine for that is driven by the timer. So we go 14 Tomcat. I'm going to paste that here. I've already enabled it here, so it'll be called. And the other thing, since I've already done the center graphics, I've already done the Z scaling and the minimum maximum. I'm just going to cut them and paste them here. I mean, copy paste, not cut and paste. And I also know already that this should be, I think, 27. There's only 27 array elements, so I'm gonna change that. If I'm wrong, well, I'll come back and fix it. This is supposed to be either disabled, commented out, or 0, and that is the case. I'll actually put it in because to make sure that all the elements in the display are off, because if they're on, then you get this weird side effect in the 7-segment displays. So now we're going to go down to where the current desktop version of the displays are set up, and we're going to comment that out. Oops. Because I'm going to replace it with what's in Space Station. And all I do here is I actually just do this. Bang. That breaks the connection to the timer. And now we're going to open up Space Station and go grab that code. Those declarations. I usually throw it in at the end. That's all over the place. Oops. One of my first tables. One of my early on tables. So I had to reconstruct all this stuff so everything's all in place. Gotta grab the subroutine. I usually throw it below it. And the definition for that array. And where is it? There it is. And it's set to 32, which it shouldn't be. It should be 28. All right. So 28, everything's good here. Desktop, blah, blah, blah. Everything's going to be fine. That's all declared. The routine for moving all the elements is in and probably going to function this time around. And this is where I had a problem the last time I made this video. Since this this grill is already depth bias minus 500, it won't let this display, even though it's set to minus 500, it has to go way up, like minus 900, and that should work. All right. Save and try. Let's try this. And it's that easy, you know, if this works, and I hope it works. Yes, thank God. Okay, and so, yeah, it's that easy. Now I could try to do something to try to get a bit of a glow here. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to match the depth bias to the amount additive. That might just be enough to give it that glow. Yep, there it is. A little bit. Tiny bit. Yeah, I could probably do it again. Oops. Even higher. Let's go to 1200. When you change the depth bias, it has a big effect on the glow effect. Okay, there we go. That's even better. That's way better. If I turn down the display, if I went to total black, it'd probably really show up more. Total night. Yeah. See a little bit. Yep, that's good. As long as it has a little bit there. Not as extreme as some other times I've used it, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to do now Elvira. That one's done. You see how simple it is? Okay, so for Elvira, it's the standard set. I open up, so I'll close the script for F14 Tomcat. I'll just save it again here, make sure I've got that right. I'll minimize this to get it out of the way. I'm afraid to close this window because I'm afraid it might crash VP. And so I'll do it at the end and see if it crashes. How's that? Okay, so I'm going to need this. And now I need to open up my 16 segment display example, type 0. Okay. So here we are. So I grab all this, edit, copy, and you know, it takes a while to copy, so if you open this up the script window, not that script window, that's the wrong script window. Okay, just go back to the other, again, I don't want to close that, I'm afraid it might crash. Okay, so open up the script window to Elvira and do a paste. You can see that it generates, and until it stops doing that, it's not done pasting. Okay, so that should do it. All right, so now obviously we need to break it up because it's needs to be side by side, and right now it's top bottom. So again, this will be the same as in F14 Tomcat. Actually, I'm going to unlock everything. The reason I zoom when I do everything is because the selection mechanism, sometimes it, at a far distance, it doesn't really know what you want to choose. And this is really stretched out, way too high. And I can't even do that. I used to be able to do that, and now I can't even do that. What a mess. Actually, I'm doing the wrong one first, because the way I have to grab the elements, I have to grab them from the bottom. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, move that here. Zoom out. Now I'll be able to grab the bottom row and move it to the other side. Okay, there we go. Oops. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you don't zoom in, very highly likely you're just going to grab a point. And you don't want to do that by accident. And here. There we go. I think they fit the width, but they don't fit the height. At least that. Actually, you know what I should do? Now that I have, that's really stupid of me. I should make multiple sets saved in an earlier version of vPinball and make them different sizes and just have a whole array of characters. That's what I'm going to do that's what I'm going to do for my final release of this archive. I'm going to make multiple copies rescaled in an earlier version that had global scaling. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Well, there's an idea. Okay, so that's in. Now we have to add the code. So you open, well, yes, you need that one. Again, you need that function here. Type 0, center digits. Except in this case, we can grab everything. We don't need to grab just, it's not like the case of F14 Tomcat, where it was mixed. I don't even know if I should make a mixed version example table. Oh, well, I don't know. Okay, so Elvira, debate this later. And I don't have, oh yeah, I didn't do any graphic stuff yet. Okay, so in this particular case, I'm going to have to do all the min-max stuff and verify the scale because I don't have that done already. So scale is good. We don't need to modify that because it's already set to 1.0. So that means there will be no offsets. And then check my minimums and maximums. So 72 by 1011. 72 by 1011. 1011. And 134 by 886. 134. Yes, 134 886. Okay, that's done. So that's in, and the code is in here. And now we got to go down to the existing display for desktop, and we have to comment that out. I'll do the usual thing, break the routine. And since we're using the same names, I should have initially right from the beginning, way back, before I, just as I started these tables, should have come up with my own naming convention, and I wouldn't have to do that. Okay, so we're good here. This is in. Make sure there's no grill or nothing. Okay, so there might be no issues here. So let's try this. And the video is getting bigger and bigger. Yes, yes. First time go. Yeah. Booyah. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to just boost it just a little. Maybe give it a bit of more glow. Elvira, she's glowing, so that's got to glow. Yep, that's a little better. Just a tad more. Looks good. And is that all I'm going to show here? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, we were going to run that test to see. I'll save my work. And hopefully, let's see if VP crashes. Oh, it's flickering. Ooh, no, it's good. Whew. Okay, and how about if I close the other one? Where are you? The default. Oh, wow, okay. This is great. Anyway, I'll show off a little bit of a F14 Tomcat, especially when it finishes. The finish is really fun. Okay, so let's do this quick. Oh, I love this game, man. It's just, the soundtrack is awesome. And the lights and everything. It's just big guns all over again. Vault 2, yes, good. I just show the end when the game is over. It's not gameplay I want to show. It just playing just enough so that it doesn't give me a kickback. Come on. I'm like, get down there. There we go. One more ball. Let's do it. Right at the end, it'll show off my lamps I put up on top. Okay. No insurance, right? Oh, I'm insured. No, come on. I don't want insurance. Okay, let it drop. Let it drain. Okay. Okay, here we go. That's going to be my match. And then the grand finale. At least they show it even though no matter how bad you play. Oh, yeah. Gotta like that. Anyway, that's it. That's part 7 of my FSS tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it. The next one is, again, another type 0. Is it type 0? No, type 1 SS. And then after that, it's EM. All right. Thanks for watching.